Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another race here at GAVRA Racing with the F1 2019 here at the Austrian GP. And joining me in the commentary box, as always, is Toby51. How are you doing, Toby?
I'm good, thank you, and good evening, everybody. As we were talking, just a couple of people coming out of the pits. This is a track that I particularly like, I have to admit. So, yeah, it should be interesting to see.
Oh, sorry, y'all. Did not have my volume on my TV turned down when I switched over it. Yeah, I think a lot of people like this track, Toby. I think we're going to see some really good times out of everybody. If I can get y'all some information up here.
Yeah, I think there should be some very good times tonight. All eyes on Aston Grim after that, brilliant run this season so far. I'm pretty sure he's won every race. Chef was very close last week. ESSH was very close last week. But strategy definitely played out, as it has done all season. So, strategy, as in the real races, plays a key part. And Liggins, the first one round, onto his flying lap. I think it's Donaldson behind him, and then Attenborough some way back. Liggins pulled out of the way to let Donaldson through. So let's follow him. It'll be interesting to see whether they can get their tyres straight into the window and put in their flying laps to start with. But as we've seen throughout the season, the lap times do seem to build up at the end. So I think most likely we'll be seeing some of the fastest laps towards the end. Just tuning into the YouTube.
Yeah, and I'm still here, Toby. I was just making a few adjustments real quick and getting your camera on up on the screen too. Yeah, and as y'all can see over on the left, now that I got the track info up there, we are at the Austrian GP, or as I call it, Red Bull. It is 4.31 kilometers long, or 2.68 miles, 10 turns. They are racing the in-game official date. They have a 10-minute practice, or qualifying, sorry. These guys get no practice with dynamic weather, so none of us know what it's going to be. Followed by a 45-minute race, or I believe in the game it's called a 50% race, also with dynamic weather. So I'm hoping it stays beautiful for these guys today. Toby, how about you?
Oh, we've definitely seen some rain so far this season, and it's throwing the cat among the pigeons. But yeah, hopefully this week it will stay dry. Haven't seen what the weather forecast is like, but in the UK it's definitely has been a bit stormy the last few days. But Don Rajiv was the first set of time, and he set it. Attenborough set 1:05.201 very shortly after. Yet Don Rajiv's time is still pretty representative in relation to it. So yeah, very good job from him. And Liggins not too far behind. Only about 3/10 behind.
I just left the camera sitting on the guy in the pit. Y'all, yeah, since I covered the track information, I'm going to get this all on off the screen so I can actually see who I'm talking about. Yeah, I'm currently on ESSH, Toby. And
Okay.
He's been one that has been doing really good through this season.
He has. I mean, he was in real contention of winning that race last week. He was just put to the end by Attenborough, who had what looked like the best strategy overall. ESS definitely struggled on the second half of each of his sessions, whereas Attenborough seemed to be able to push pretty much all the way through them. Yeah, I mean, it's been very interesting racing so far. Sorry I sound a bit bummed up. I've got a little bit of a cold this week, but hope that isn't coming through too much. And Piero's got a pretty decent time, as does PD 1969, both within a second of Attingham's time at the moment.
Yeah.
Attingham seems pretty satisfied with his time at the moment. It's just sitting there in the pit waiting to see what happens.
Yeah, Adam Grin is definitely going to be one of the ones I believe he's going to be up for, definitely in the top 3. I believe he's been constantly finishing first, though, in a lot of them. Don Rajib, I believe, did put up a really good fight last week with him, though. So maybe we'll get to see some repeat action from last week.
Sorry.
Oh, I was going to say, I'm going to go up here to Adam Grin. So who, is currently running a 105.2. But yeah, like you said, Toby, everyone just barely off of his time.
Yeah, it's all pretty close at the moment. Don Rashid last week was running really well, but if I remember correctly, I think something happened to him. But I can't remember where he finished, to be honest with you. But he's had a pretty fast season. Pepper with a bit of bad luck, I think. So hopefully, get to see a bit more from him this week. A little bit sideways through that first turn.
Let's see, Don Rajib. Don Rajib is just 0.081 seconds from Adam Grim's time, and I'm just now looking at the time, y'all. I'll have to fix that for next week on the track info information. I believe these guys actually do get 15 minutes for qualifying instead of the 10 that I said and put on the sheet.
Yes, they do. They get 15 minutes. Sorry, I hadn't thought that before.
Oh, no. It's all the little things I'm trying to get together and finish polishing for the stream and everything, and it's real easy for me to forget some of the little things like that.
No, I think it's all looking really good as we get a yellow flag in section 3.
There's Ligon.
Attingham's just set an even faster time with 105 pretty much dead. So Don Rajib is now 2/10 behind. And Ligon is about half a second, as is Piero. So a bit of improvement from any of those three.
Yeah, the top 5 are really, top 6 now are under a second from each other. And ESH in 7th. Let me scroll down to him. There we go. There's ESSH. He's just barely outside the second range. Everyone so far that's put in a time table is within 2 seconds of each other. I think the drivers are going to really enjoy this track, where it looks like they are, actually.
It seems to flow with cars, which obviously Formula 1 cars, you don't really get much higher aero. I'm just looking, and ESS is on medium tyres, so some of them are looking for different strategies. Top 4 are all on softs. But a few of them are looking to start on different tyre compounds. Alex Taylor was going a little bit left field with hard tyres, so that could really see him go deep into the race.
Yeah, we have seen a lot of the drivers do really good on 2 sets of hard tires instead of the multiple pit stops and running a little bit faster on the softs. But the track looks a little bit warm. We've got clear skies, so I'm wondering what kind of impact that might have on some of the softer tires. If some of the drivers may be forced to take the harder tires there than they want.
It's a possibility, but I'd imagine track temperature is not that bad. I mean, it's November and Europe, so it's certainly not hot in the UK. I can't speak for Austria, but which is obviously a lot further south, so could be.
I believe they may be coming into their spring or summer up, but of course, knowing my luck here lately, I'm wrong on that. Yeah, it's turning winter here in the United States too.
Yeah, no, it's definitely coming into winter in Austria. We're not that far from Austria. So yeah, winter hits all at the same time in Europe. But yeah, yeah, nobody seems to be setting faster laps at the moment.
Yeah, no, I believe Red 15 was the last one to improve, and he is almost tied with EGAS. EGAS with the 1.305, Red 15 with the 1.308. But everybody within a second and a half of each other at this point. This could prove to be a very tight race for everybody, Toby.
I think it will be. Yeah, I mean, it has been very close so far, and ESS and EGAS, who are both very representative, are currently down 7th and 8th, which means, yeah, it could be a very tight pack all the way through. But ESS has actually come back out in the softs. I'll switch over to him. He's on his outlap at the moment.
Yeah, I'm currently on Red 15, but fixing to go down. I wanted to check on Alex Naylor because he's the only driver to yet set a time. And he's been having some good races.
He has. Yep.
A little bit of wheel lock up there, but not much. Oh, he did get a little wide. I saw him spinning up the grass.
I think he tried to go on the soft tyres on the hard tyres in qualifying, and I just don't think those tyres were working. So he's back out in mediums.
Well, we have to remember, Toby, since we did only have 10 drivers to show up tonight, remember, if you're in the top 10, they have to start on the tires they finished their qualifying on. So,
but it's the tyres that set the fastest lap on. So whichever their qualifying lap was set on, will be the tyres they start their race on.
Okay.
And it looks like the majority of them are going softs. Play Dutchy is sitting quite nicely up there in 5th with mediums. But I reckon ESS will pop up a little higher when he's finished his lap. And
I'm sticking with the... Oh, no, go ahead, Toby.
I was just going to say, come around to do it now. So, and yeah, that put him in 3rd, marginally behind Don Regie. 100th of a second behind Don Regie. That's a really impressive lap time.
Yeah, I was sticking with Alex Naylor because I wanted to see him set a time, and he was looking really good, but he just... I'm not sure which turn that is. It's the fast left-hander. I'm not sure how they take it in these cars, but in project cars, you take that turn almost completely flat out, which it looked like that's what he was trying to do, but he just didn't have enough grip to stay on the track.
Yeah, that is a tricky turn. I mean, it's fine as long as you get everything right, but the second you get something slightly wrong, sorry to interrupt myself, but Asengrim has just set a 104.529, which now put him almost a second in front of Don Regie and ESS. In fact, 7.5 tenths. Wow, that's a pretty impressive lap.
Yeah, it really is. And I think we had both decided that everybody was going to pretty much be about where they were, but yeah, Adam Grin definitely raised the bar on everybody a little bit.
That he definitely did. I mean, that's a significant increase from the previous lap. It looks like he's going round again.
So he still
going
may...
for 2 flying laps.
Yeah, he may still do a little bit better. They still have just under 3 minutes, 2 minutes and 45 seconds left.
No, he's back
Piero
now.
spins around. Same turn that got Alex Naylor. Alex Naylor went wide on it. Piero spun it out in the middle of the turn. Pierre is sitting in 5th right now. Barely, just over 1 second behind Adam Grin's time.
Yep. But he's gone back out on softs, so I think he could well do a better lap here.
But now he's
If he hadn't gone in the pits.
So he is Ligon. Ligon is still out on track. And how is Ligon doing? He's definitely trying to improve. Yeah, Toby, everybody's grabbed the soft tires.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's obviously the better, well, it's significantly better tyre. As Ligon goes a bit wide outside of the out of the last corner. I think all of them, with the exception of maybe Ligon, will probably have enough time to get round or get in and out of the pits and set another lap. I do wonder whether Austrian will, because he's sitting on a very good time there.
Yeah, Adam Grin really is that 104.52. He'll definitely be in a good spot to, hopefully, if he can get out in front of the traffic in the first lap, he can drive a little bit more comfortable without so much pressure. But I don't know, Toby. They're all so tight right there. I think it's going to be, yeah. Once again, I think it's going to be a really tight race for almost all of these guys.
Well, if Austrian can get away, then I think looking at his pace, he could be able to get away as long as the ones behind him, Don Rajiv, ESS, and Red, and Piero, and Ligon actually, fights out at the start for the positions behind him. Could be an interesting start actually. So Attenborough has come back out in an out lap, but I don't know whether he's going to make it round. I think he's going to have time. Yep. Oh, actually, I'm not sure. No, he won't.
As they are down to, the last 16 seconds of qualifying. Yeah, Toby, we have not seen these guys run soft tires very much. Everybody's mostly been going with the hards or mediums, so this is definitely gonna throw a monkey wrench in what I was thinking we might see for pit strategies out of these guys.
They're all going to be pitting pretty early. I'd imagine between lap 8 and 10 on softs. Because the fact that they've got softs on means that they're all going to be able to push right from the start. And I think looking at it, they are going to be pushing pretty hard. So, Play Dutchy has just set himself nicely up there with, I can't see what his time is. I will change that in a second. He's got 1:04.8, and that has put him into second. Ligon has also just got out there with 1:05.0, which has put him into third. So Don Rajiv and ESS, who are looking pretty good up in second and third, now both been ousted just at the end.
Yeah, Play Dutchy definitely got a feel for the track and got back out there on the sauce and managed to do a hell of a faster lap.
And Attenborough, who did actually manage to get round and set another time and set an even faster time. The 1:04.5. So in pole position we've got Attenborough with 1:04.5. Play Dutchy in second with a 1:04.8. Ligon in third with a 1:05. Pretty much dead. Piero in fourth. Don Rajiv in fifth. ESS in sixth. Red 15 in 7th, PD 1969 in 8th, Eggcat in 9th, and Alex Nailo in 10th, who didn't actually manage to set a time.
Yeah, well, I guess if you're right there at the end, it doesn't make a huge... Oh yeah, I know y'all heard that. I just dropped my controller.
At least it was controlled rather than the whole PC setup falling over.
Yes, of course that wouldn't be a first time either. I can definitely be a klutz, y'all. And yep. All right, so they've got to do their formation lap. So we do still have a minute before they start, and we'll work on getting the rest of the stuff and Toby's camera back up here for y'all.
So we are missing a few this week. Didix isn't there. And
Yeah, no,
we're missing. Oh, Wes isn't there. I noticed haven't seen him.
Yeah. Which we already knew we would be missing Crazy. Hopefully he'll Crazy will get to rejoin us here soon. He'll get all of his stuff worked out.
Yeah, it'll be good to have him back.
Yeah, I'm surprised not to see Didix though.
He had a good race last week. I think he didn't manage to finish in the end, but for most of the running, he was doing really well. So it's a shame not to see him here.
Yes, the F1 2019 is definitely a lot tougher from what I've seen so far on finishing the race. But kind of like I keep saying every week, you wreck your car on here, the race director really doesn't like to give you a chance to get back to pit. They just want to get your wrecked car off of the field so it isn't a danger to the other drivers, and you don't get a lot of chance there. But in project cars, you can knock all the wheels off of it. If you can figure out how to get back to pit, though, then you're good.
I think you might need one, just for a little bit of drive. I had to admit, in the LMP1 race a couple of weekends ago, I did have a bad crash in the first lap, and I had to crab my way back to the pits. But it is definitely possible.
Oh yeah, I've came in on the pit on 2 or 3 wheels several times. As we can see, picking up a little bit of grass.
There was one race I was watching, and the car was totally wrecked, and it was right towards the end of the race. I can't remember what race it was, I have to be honest, which class. But I think whoever it was couldn't have had their pit strategy set right. They kept on coming into the pit with a damaged car, but the crew weren't fixing the damage. It was quite close to the end, and he just kept on going round until the end. And I think he did actually get the points in the end. I'm not certain on that bit, but yeah, it was very what's the word I'm looking for? Sort of dogged, as in anyway, it doesn't matter. He perseverance. He showed great perseverance.
As it looks like on my screen, I've either got one car making 2 of, or they're ghosting inside each other. I'm not exactly sure what's going on there.
I think they can ghost inside each other on the formation lap. So I think that's what's happening. In fact, there were 3 of them together. Yes, there were 3 of them together.
Alright, well, everybody watching, I hope y'all are ready for this, because I am not. This is going to be one hell of a turn 1. And I'm going to do my best to keep up with everybody. 2, 3, 4 red lights. 5. They're not moving. There they go. My lights must have been ahead of them. Dutch Play still is in the lead. Oh, Ligon is taking the lead with Dutch Play. Piero up in second now. Dutch Play's falling behind in third. He's kind of falling on back some. Don Rashid's in fourth. Adam Green is falling back to fifth. ESH is sixth. Red 15 is seventh. Egas is eighth. Alex Nalo has made his way up into ninth. And PD 1969 is 10th. Not sure who that is. I believe someone may have changed driver names at some point.
I think it's a possibility, because I have to be honest, I don't recognise that name either. There's a little bit of contact a bit further down in the field, but nobody seems to have gone off, so that can only be a good thing. All very close still throughout the pack. Atkin's trying to make a charge. He didn't start him first, and I don't really understand that, so he must have had a penalty of some sorts.
Yeah, that was a little odd.
I don't really know why, but he's side by side with ESS at the moment. And my camera's gone from him, so ESS went a little bit wide at turn 1. that allowed Red 15 through, and Attendrum. Attendrum is going down the inside of Red and has made it stick. Yeah, he has indeed.
And yeah, they're also going at it at the front of the field here. Play Dutch he's still holding on to his third, but he has Don Rajiv right behind him trying to take the position, and he's also trying to make a move on Ligon, who is doing a fantastic job of keeping him fended off. So we are on, I believe this is lap 2 now, and these guys they're really going at it. This is a fantastic start for everybody.
It really is, and Reds, I'm watching the Attendrum Red battle, and Red is not giving up. Attendrum's having to defend virtually every corner.
Oh yeah, I can see him in the back on your camera now. Yeah, they really are going at it there. As I'm on Ligon. Yeah, Don Rajiv was really trying to get the move done, but he goes a little bit wide on turn 1. I'm not sure. Do they get slowdown penalties like we do in Project Cars on this, or?
I'm not sure, I have to admit. I think there's a possibility they do for breaching track limits too much. It seems logical. Alex Naylor is now in the back of ESS and has got himself through. I didn't see what happened there. ESS is actually coming back at him, but he will be on the outside this turn.
Yep, and on mine also, I've got Piero having to go at Play Dutchy, who's really putting pressure on him. Not too far, yeah, he is only 0.32 seconds, so he will have, I guess, the DRS going down the straight. Where are they at? Yep, there they come around the last turn. Piero has Ligon right behind him. Don Rajiv has fallen off a little bit, not much.
And Red still has Attendrum right. Attendrum still has Red right in his tail. Both of them had DRS in that straight, so neither of them gained an advantage. Attendrum must be getting it off here. He is off Don Rajiv, and Red has gone down the inside and has made it stick. Attendrum has back out a little bit. Both of them again have DRS. As ESS has got back past Alex Naylor. Alex still hasn't given up and back of ESS either.
There we go, y'all. I had covered up the lap they were on, Toby.
What do you mean?
Oh, we're on the above the driver's names,
yeah.
Because I was sitting there thinking, I was like, well, what lap have these guys made it up to yet? They are currently on lap 5 of 36, but yeah, I couldn't see it. I was like, oh man, I covered it up with the graphics.
Yeah, I hadn't noticed that, I admit. But Attendrum has just managed to get himself past Red again. But Red is literally giving it everything. And they all do seem to be pushing really hard in this first stint. The only one who seems to be a bit far back is Egkaz. So I can only assume he's had some damage somewhere and has had to pit already. Let me just see where he's pitted.
Yeah.
No, he hasn't. So he's just had a mistake somewhere.
Yeah, and let's see. Yeah, Alex Nalo and Egas are the only ones currently on medium tires. So it's, yeah, still, come on, brain and mouth, work together here. The pit strategies that these guys go through when they set up, it still amazes me to watch them do it and to watch the impact on these races.
Yeah, even one lap too late makes a huge difference. The car just starts to handle really badly, and Attendrum has got his way back up right into the back of Don Rajiv. I reckon we'll be seeing an overtake here in the next little while.
Yep, and Oh, I was going to say we just had Piero just went by Ligging, but now they are going back and forth side by side through the turns. I think they're on the fast left-hander there. Yep.
That's allowed Don Rajiv to catch back up. So this is going to be a four-way battle soon.
Yeah, and Don Rajiv has Adam Grin hot behind him. Liggin is going for the outside. It's going to be tight. Oh, no! Oh!
That was Piero.
Yeah, Piero spun it in the turn. Luckily, a lot of the drivers did manage to get by. And thankfully for Piero, yeah, I think some of the guys may go around and come back into the pit.
Yeah, Donji's going to have to. He's got significant damages from him. Red's going past, he's just dropping back as his ESS. What a shame. I don't think Appleton had any damage there.
Yeah, no, but thankfully it didn't take anyone out of the race, though, Toby.
No.
Looks like all the guys should be able to pop in for a quick repair and get back out. I was on the edge of my seat. I was tense for those guys going through that turn. That's a hard turn to go side by side around.
It is. It's such a fast corner that neither of you want to back out, and if neither of you do, then there's impending doom. But Don Sheep doesn't seem to be losing too much time. He's definitely lost quite a bit, but yeah, not too much. Red is right on the heels of. Sorry, ESS is right on the heels of Red now.
And I am currently on Liggin, who has made his way up into second place now, but he is still 5 seconds behind Clay Detchen, who is our current leader.
I'm just looking at him, he's showing great pace.
Yeah, he really is. Adam Grin not too far behind Liggin though.
So he's
along
got,
with ESH
Red.
right behind.
He's got Red.
Yeah,
He's got Red going past him. He's going to be on the outside. Wow, they just managed to avoid contact there. That's put ESS into the mix too. And he's going to he's going to back out of that one, quite sensibly, I think. But this is off up and it's quite a nice battle.
And I'm starting to wonder how long these guys on softs will be able to stay out. We can see they do have 7 laps on their soft tires. It looks like 2 of the guys at the bottom, Piero and Don Rajiv, may have taken hards when they popped in for a little bit of aero repair.
I think, yeah, they have, definitely. So they're hoping probably to go to the end now. But that might be a bit of a stretch. We haven't seen the hards last from an early stop right through to the end. Not without significant pace drops at the end. Red is looking around the outside. Now he's backed out quite sensibly. Thought there was going to be contact there, but there wasn't. Now Red is going down the inside. I think he may well be able to get this done, but ESS is also looking at it, but not going for it. Red goes a little bit deep into the corner, which allows us to pull back through. This is an incredible battle.
Yeah, these guys are really going at it here.
And now ESS is going down the inside. And they're going to be side by side going through that corner. Oh no, they're not. ESS backs out. And Red goes into the pits.
Yeah, I was wondering when we were going to see some of these guys go into the pit.
It's pretty much quite way down. That shows quite how close they were running. He's now in front of Akaz, who, as you know, has had an issue early on. And ESS is not giving up on Attengrim. He's going down the outside, but certainly the space there. But he might have a good run out of that corner, and he does. He's got DRS, and he's going down the inside. I thought he was backing out for a second. No, he's down the inside. And a wheel to wheel. That was incredible driving, not to touch then.
Yeah, it really was. I can barely come through that turn by myself, much less with another car on the inside or outside of it.
And ESS has made it stick. laps. Atherton is really struggling in those cars now, just going really deep out of the S's there. I think we're most certainly seeing him into the pits. And he doesn't, which I'm quite surprised about, to have to be honest. He's outside of the DRS, so he won't have DRS.
Yeah, it's really looking like these guys are trying to stay out as long as they possibly can on the soft stuff, because they are up to 10 laps on the soft tires.
They're on level 11 now. I think what they're hoping is to go as long as they can, make the hards work until the end. I'm not entirely convinced that that's going to be possible. Red's pitted for the mediums, which means he's almost certainly going to have to make another pit. So we'll probably see him on the softs at the end. But yeah, others, as you said, going for a different strategy.
Yeah, everybody starting on the softs is something we haven't seen yet this season out of these guys. So it really had me curious, and still is, as to how everybody's pit strategy may hold. But how many laps have we been seeing out of the hards? I know the mediums, they've been averaging about 14 to 15 laps on the average. Some of the guys have ran a little bit farther.
Yeah, I think the hards have been lasting about 20-ish, 18 to 22 maybe. So yeah, I think if they pitted now, then they could actually stretch the hards to the end. So
yeah, they may could. They've got 24 laps left. So it'd be possible, but like you said, we've seen the performance of the car kind of take a nosedive there at the end of the race.
Definitely. Attengrim has just gone down the inside of ESS. Through the same corner again. ESS is going to have the inside, but he doesn't go for it. I think he knew that Attengrim was going to cut across and just close that door.
He's trying to keep the. Oh, I was just going to say, Attengrim is doing a really good job of trying to keep that car wide as he possibly can. Oh, it's so close. I got it on the TV pod camera of the battle right now.
That really was.
That was
so
close.
Got DRS, and he's going to get past quite easily now. But that was incredible fighting from the two of them. Oh, ESS gets a little bit twitchy off the curb, which is inevitably allowed Attengrim with the DRS back through. Sorry, this is so exciting. I'm barely remembering to breathe.
Oh yeah, no, these guys are they're all on top of each other right now, and I'm gonna real quick. I'm gonna check in on Red, yeah, because Red and EGAS are very close as well.
He's back within the 20 seconds of them all, which means that he will most likely, active in ESS, which means that he will most certainly come out in front of those two when they do pit. But then it depends on whether they're making one stop. Because Red almost definitely is making two.
And that time when I dropped my controller, I had my mic on mute.
Sorry. Both Attengrim and ESS have come into the pits, as have Ligon and Dutchy.
Yeah, 13 laps on the soft tires. That is. They've been getting about 14, 15 out of the mediums, so I think they were really stretching those softs.
And so we've seen the top three come out onto the hards, and ESS have come back out onto the mediums. So another split strategy. This could make the end very interesting.
I think it really is. I'm with you. I think the guys with the hards are going to try to do their best to finish the race on these tires and not have to stop again. The mediums will be, I don't know, they'd be so close on the medium tires still, because they still have 22 laps.
Yeah. Attengrim and Ligon are going side by side, teammates. Playing the golden rule, not to take each other out, which is always good to see. But Play Dutchy is very impressively, even after pit stop phases, we see somebody go off ahead. I'm not sure who that was. He had such a gap that he's come out in first, even after the pit stop phase, which I think his strategy, he's got such a gap that he can slow down and just nurse those tyres until the end. So I think he's some pretty pretty. Sorry for the double pretty there. That wasn't entirely what I meant to say. But, yeah.
No. What is it? Is that a 9.77 second lead he has over eGas at the moment? Yeah. So you're right. He could just lay back and just only drive about 80 to 85%, and probably still be in the win.
Eggcats hasn't pitted yet, so he's not in second really. Red has obviously pitted, so yeah, he's sitting about 10.5 seconds in front of the true second place.
Yeah, these guys in the middle just still going at it. There's I think that was Red trying to make the move on eGas, but just couldn't quite get it done. Adam Grimm's in, I think, about the best spot to me anyway. Put the pressure on Adam Grimm, put the pressure on Red, who is then going to transfer that pressure to eGas, and Adam Grimm's not really under any pressure.
He's under a bit of pressure from Ligon behind him. He is within DRS range, but then all three of them are. Oh wow! Reds has just made his way past Eggcaz, but then the Eggcaz is obviously on much older tyres. Effectively, he's just holding them up to try and come back. Oh, Atherton just made a double pass, goes wide, so he's going to have to do that back. Which he has done.
And it looks like we have lost Alex Nalo. I didn't get to see what happened to him. So
no, I didn't either.
But we still do have 9 drivers. 9. Sorry, y'all. My southern accent really comes across really bad sometimes. 9 drivers left, who most of are all right here in the middle. Toby, we haven't had them this close the whole season.
No. I was just watching the fight between ESS and Eggcaz. ESS has to get past. Oh, he's pitted, which allowed Ligon through. Wow, that was quite a move. But ESS is going to have to drive this line. And he's made it back through. So yeah, ESS is being held up by Eggcaz for quite a long time there, which is now putting 3 seconds behind Atherton. Ligon just made it around the outside. Nice move, but ESS is definitely going to have the drive.
Yeah, Ligon went a little bit wide right there. Yeah, it just allowed ESSH to take position.
But Red's not giving up on Atherton. They're on totally different strategies. Red's on 7 lap old mediums, and Atherton is on pretty fresh hards. And you can see the time difference already. Red's keeping up, but he is dropping back a little bit.
I'm going to go back to the track so I can Yeah, pit strategies are definitely starting to play into this race. I'm seeing Don Rashid down in 8th. He was up towards the top a little while ago. Along, with eGas.
Don Rashid contacted Piero, didn't he, when Piero ran out, and then had to do a whole lap with damage, which cost him an awful lot of time. Be interesting to see whether we can catch up to the back of PD 1969, but he doesn't seem to be at the moment. But Red is catching the back of Atherton, as is Ligon the back of ESS.
Yeah, Ligon is not letting ESS go at all. So he's staying right on top of him. There's the gap between them. It is just over a second, so it's about right at 1.5 seconds right now. So I guess he won't get ESS to the passing.
Who's that?
Ligon.
Ligon's got DRS. He's half a second behind. And he's got the second stage of it here.
Yeah, we have made it halfway through this race so far. We've only lost one driver. So I think in the way these guys are racing tonight, Toby, I think the guys are starting to finally get a really good handle on these cars.
Oh, they are, definitely. Seen very consistent racing from all of them. A couple of mistakes, but they were mainly going through corners together when... Donji got himself past PD969. I think he must have made a mistake somewhere. Because the gap was quite big at one point. But yeah, no, they're all getting the hang of the cars, as I said. There's, but then I think we've seen pretty good racing, pretty close racing from all of them all the way through.
Oh yeah, we definitely have. It just seems like this race especially, we're seeing a lot of just really right at wheel-to-wheel action out of these guys. Where they've been a little bit, you can tell they were a little bit hesitant on getting too close to each other because these things are so easy to crash out in. But tonight, they're putting it out there tonight and getting right up against each other.
We have seen them previously set into their routine of a few seconds gap. But tonight, yeah, they are keeping that close racing out, which is great for us. Must be pretty strenuous for them. And Ligon is keeping right on the tail of ESS.
Yeah, he really is. He just doesn't. That's why I've been just sticking with him, because he's just not letting him go. They keep swapping out every so often too.
Aston Grim isn't actually catching Play Duchy a little bit. It's catches in the second each lap. But they're both in so-made cars, so there are 15 laps to go. If we touch and go, whether Anthony can catch him or not, but I have to say, I think Play Duchy's got it pretty sorted.
Yes, he now has a 10-second lead over Adam. So, yeah, all he has to do is just make sure he finishes the race at this point. He could not slack off, but he could ease off of his pace a little bit, and I think he'd be good to go. Still, even if he lost about a second per lap, I don't think Adam may catch him.
Well, I think he would. There's 15 laps to go. Or 14 now, so second lap, they'll be right on each other at the end. So he's going to have to keep that pace up, and I have to say, with Atom behind me, I don't think I'd be wanting to let my pace up at all.
Yeah, Adam Green definitely is a big threat no matter where he is on the track. But it looks like... No, I'm sitting there watching the gap between Play Dutchy and Adam Green, and it gets up to about 10.5 seconds. And then it drops back down to about 10.25.
Yeah, I don't think he is catching. I think you're right.
Yeah, see, I think Play Dutchy is still pulling out ahead of him. So that was what I was thinking when I said he could probably take a second off of each lap. The way he's steady increasing, I figured that would keep them about even. But Adam Grimm, we know, isn't going to be. He'll be happy with second, but we know where he wants to be.
Oh, without doubt. But Play Dutchy does seem to be managing that gap and just keeping it at about 10.5 seconds. So he's had a really solid race.
He really has. He managed to get out front and stay out in front of everybody and avoid the few little spins, and it really pays off sometimes to get out in front of everybody.
Ligon has now dropped off the back of ESS a little bit. He's outside of DRS range, now about 1.2 seconds. So I switched across to Play Dutchy to give him as a view. So I will go on to Aston and see what his charge. But he's not really extending that gap massively from red 15. Oh, Liggins, as I was saying, he's dropped off a bit, got back under the second. So this fight's hopping up again. In fact, ESS have made a few mistakes on the top by the looks of it. And Liggins, they're side by side. And Liggins has made it through cleanly. He saw ESS make a mistake and just swamped on in there.
And I am currently on Don Rajib and PD 1969. You know, I think that I'm starting to wonder if that's PD bib. I don't know. It may or may not be. Oh, hey, how you doing, Black Country Mush? Good to see you drop in.
Evening. I'm not sure what it is. I don't think it is, but I could be wrong on that one. But I do know I have seen that name in Discord. I can't think who it is, but it could be. I'm rambling because I'm not sure.
Oh, no, it happens to all of us. But yeah, I was sticking with him for a second because PD keeps closing up on the back of Don Rajib, but then Don Rajib manages to pull it back out in front of him a little. And it does look like, pull up and try to make sure. Yep, that's Don Rajib. Yeah, ESH, and they're both starting to catch up with ESH a little bit.
Yeah, he just made a mistake somewhere. I didn't see what happened, but he was in the fight with Liggin, and he just suddenly got back. So yeah, he's made a mistake somewhere. Obviously not enough. I didn't see whether he went to the track. I didn't see what happened at all, I have to be honest. But he hasn't had any damage, by the looks of it. Piero had just got past. Oh, Red 15's going to pits, so he's in for the second stop onto the soft tyres. Yeah, there's a big gap between. I think he probably claw back maybe fourth with soft tyres. Yeah, I think that's probably the best he can do, because ESS is probably going to pit again soon.
Yeah, I was going to say, EGAS has managed to catch up to the back of PD 1969. Who was on the back of Don Rajib, so we've got a little bit of a three-way battle going on here for 7th, 8th, and 9th. EGAS doesn't look like he's going to let PD go, and PD he's really putting pressure on Don Rajib. But there's a 6-second gap between Don Rajib and Red 15, so, which one? I believe that was PD that went by.
Yep.
Which, who has what on tires? Don Rajib has 18 laps on hards. Don Rajib EGAS has managed to get around Don Rajib.
Yep, he's got past both of them.
EGAS does only have 9 laps on his hard tires. Don Rajib has 18 on hards, and PD has 14 on hards. So yeah, EGAS definitely has more grip than the other guys.
Just goes to show you the differential in speed with the older tyres. So Piero is sitting up in fourth. Oh, bit of contact there as Eggkaz gets a bit wrong into the corner and backs both of them up. That's good drive from all of them actually, not to have any contact there. Yeah, so Piero is up in fourth with 20 lap old tyres. So he's made those tyres last a very long time.
But surely some of these guys are going to pit soon. They are down to, what is that, 9 laps left?
Yeah. And ESS, I reckon, probably will have to pit. I don't think he's got any choice in the matter. Who was that? Eggkaz just going a bit twitchy off he managed to keep it out of the wall, but a bit twitchy out of that first corner, which allowed Don Rajib and PD both back through. But he held that car well.
Yeah, he did great on not hitting that wall. I'm sitting here watching your screen, up there, and I got a much better view of him spinning out. He just did get that car stopped before he hit the wall.
But I had to put him a long way back. I don't think he's going to be able to close that gap, unfortunately. But we will see. He's on younger tyres, so it's always a possibility. Yeah, I switched on to Piero just to see how his tyres are holding out.
Black Country Mush on the feed is saying basically kind of what we've been saying about some of these guys with the hards. They can finish it, but they're going to be really struggling there here at the end of the race. And yeah, I agree with you too, Black Country Mush. I think Red has the best tires to finish this lap. He did grab softs. He only has 3 laps on them.
Yep. And he's catching Piero at a rate of knots. So yeah, I think fourth as well is in this grasp here.
Yeah, I do too. He should have no issues. He may be struggling on the last lap, but I think he'll have plenty enough tires to make the end.
I think with his decreased fuel load, now that fuel's burnt off, I think that he will actually be able to make those last quite consistently through to the end. Mind you, having said that, even though ESS is on 14-lap-old mediums, he's keeping that gap pretty true between himself and Red.
Yeah, he really is. Piero's got 22 laps on hards. I can't see him making it to the end of the race, along with... Who else had a lot of... Don Rajiv has 20 laps on his hard tires.
I think
those guys are going to be really struggling to the end if they don't pit.
Yeah. I think he has actually committed. They've all committed now to where they're to where they're going to. They're finishing tyres. I don't think we're probably going to see anybody pit again. ESS is going to be running on very, very old tyres. As Black Country Motion just said, medium's probably good for about 18 to 20 laps. So he's going to be on over old tyres by the end of the race, because they'll be about... Oh no, there'll be about 21, 22 laps by the end. But Red has almost got that gap to under a second now. Probably by the end of the next lap, he will be within DRS range. And then I think it'll be a pretty easy pass.
Yeah, I'm still here, Toby. I'm just trying to, since we're starting down to the 6 laps, I'm starting to go ahead and get our podium stickers ready.
Excellent. Yep, he's now got it within that crucial second, so he will on the next DRS straight have DRS. If he even waits until then. Yeah, no, ESS just got right back off the two of them. He's got two seconds, so those medium tyres are starting to struggle a bit, I think. As they come onto the straights, Red will have DRS, and he's going to easily pass, I think. That was a great charge from him. Just gradually, lap by lap, reduce that gap. Although Piero is not giving up. Georgie would have DRS again here. But I was curious to see whether Piero might try to dive down the inside, but he thought better of it on his older tyres. He's definitely not giving up. I think the only thing that's keeping him up there is or keeping him with Red is the DRS at the moment. Mind you, having said that, no, I think I'm wrong there. He's He's definitely going to have DRS again, so we could see the battle again for another lap, at least.
And we have Ligginen sitting in third at the moment. Is that right?
Yeah, Ligginen 300 is in third.
Okay.
I think Piero's outside of the... Oh, he seems to have DRS open. Yeah, and he's now definitely without outside of that 1 second. Every time I say that, he manages to pull back a couple of tenths.
Well, they're trying to keep it interesting for us right here at the end of the race.
They are, yeah, and he will have DRS again. So, yeah, this battle could go on for yet another lap.
I'm going to load up Hero just in case.
He didn't have DRS.
Let's take the spot.
I think I went wrong with it. I think Red has actually finally pulled away outside of that second gap. And with those soft pressure tyres, he should be able to pull away from here. But Piero's not letting him get away. I know soft tyres could start to be, as you said, could maybe start to be going off out here. But with the lighter fuel loads, I reckon he'll probably be quite safe until the end now. But Piero's not letting yeah, he has. He's now coming up towards 2 seconds. So when he's outside of that DRS, it's he's not quite able to keep the speed through the corners. But that was a great battle there while it lasted.
And they are down to 2 laps left. Yeah, and Play Dutchy has just increased his lead. He's almost up to 12 seconds now.
That's
he has had an amazing race.
Excluding dominance, Attendon, who so far this season, even when last race, ESS seemed to have that gap where he was safe. Attendon just ate down in it towards the end and made it work. But this week, Play Dutchy has not allowed him to do it. That's been a very consistent and dominant race for him.
Yeah, it really has. Yeah, and Black Country Mush's prediction is about 18 to 20 laps out of the medium. And as we can see, we'll go down to ESH. ESH is currently on 20 laps on his medium, so yeah. Black Country Mush has been pretty spot on with all of his predictions through all these races, Toby.
Yep. Piero is definitely starting to struggle in those 27 lap old tyres. He's dropped off massively now. I think that's the cliff I was talking about earlier, is that the tyres just lose all of their grip all of a sudden, and the car becomes virtually undrivable. I don't think we will, but ESS is catching quite quickly. I think there's still far too little time for him to catch enough. But given 2 more laps, I think he may well have had that.
I'm currently on Play Dutchy, our leader. He is on the last lap of the race. I said
earlier that 4th was probably the best that Red can hope for, and he seems to have just made a little bit, or lost a little bit of time somewhere. But he does appear to be catching Liggin. If he can get half a tenth down in the next couple of sectors, then he could have DRS towards the end of the race. I think he might.
But no, that's a good point, Toby, because yeah, the race isn't over until it's actually over. you never really know what the guy in front of you is going to do. He may spin it out right there in front of the line, and
Oh, it's down within about 1.2 seconds. I don't think this is the last DRS zone, I think, though. So I think he's just missed out. And he has now got down to about 1.5 behind Piero.
We've got Leidecci coming around the last turn, fixing to take his spot for the win. Oh, he's happy. He's swerving around. Yeah, that was a great race, Leidecci.
Yeah, brilliant job.
Yeah, fantastic lead on everybody. And he didn't really have to fend anybody off once he got a couple of laps in. He managed to get his lead up in front of everybody and left everybody else to do the battling.
Yep. He worked well while everybody was being. I'm not sure what happened there. Red's just popped up in second.
Oh.
I'm guessing that Ligon and Appleby must have had significant time penalties, because Red has actually just finished in second. Wow, what an incredible race from him.
All right, let's see if I can, I did not expect that. Let's see if I can real quick, get him loaded up here. So how are we sitting then? Leidecci's in first,
So,
Adam Grin's Red's in second.
Red's in second, yep, and Ligon is in third.
Okay, so, Adam Grin got knocked off completely.
He did.
Oh, man.
Podium. He finished in fourth in the end. As we just as they came out of their cool-down lap, we saw a few spits of rain.
Oh. And there we go, guys. I just barely did it. Red 15's name is a little off-center, but I just barely did get the podium up there for y'all. And yeah, great race, Leidecci. Red 15, I don't know what happened, but great job on the second at the end. And Ligon pulling off a fantastic third.
Yeah, Ligon was sitting there in third, and he briefly popped up in second, but then Red 15 popped up in second, the second he crossed the line. So Ligon must have had slightly less of a penalty than Attengrim, but a penalty nonetheless.
Oh, and I guess whenever they pop up there, if you want to give us the rundown.
Yeah, Leidecci, fantastic win, dominant throughout. Red 15, surprising second, right at the end. Ligon with a third. He had 12 seconds worth of penalties. Attengrim in fourth. Can't see. Piero in fifth. Attengrim had 15 seconds. Piero in fifth. ESS in sixth. PD in seventh. Eighth we had Egkas. And Don Rajib finished up the grid in ninth. Alex Naylor DNF earlier down in the race. So yeah, a fantastic race from them all, and very surprising finish.
I'm sitting here talking, got my mute on. Yeah, that was a great race by these guys. Yeah, all of them so tight throughout the whole race. Toby, I'm glad you're really good at commentating on the F1, because I was getting lost. They were so close and changing positions. I couldn't even start to keep up with everybody tonight.
It was with so many battles going on. It was quite difficult at times, but well, I'm not complaining, because that made it quite exciting. At one point, I just didn't stop talking, which is, well, I'm not sure that's unusual or not, but yeah, it's a great race.
Yep, yeah, it was. Let me see if I can look real quick and figure out where they are next week. I should already know it. All right, so yeah, everybody tune in next week for the F1 at the British Grand Prix. That's going to be a great race. I believe that the British Grand Prix is Silverstone, correct?
It is, yep.
Okay, yep, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, love that track. So, man, that's going to be really tough in these cars, though.
Being an older style track, it's definitely one that the Formula 1 cars, there are a few corners which the Formula 1 cars twitch a bit on. And so it's going to be, they're going to have to work quite hard to, well, maintain their cars, basically. Yeah, it could be a good race.
And yeah, everybody make sure you go to the website, gavraracing.altervista.org. We've got all kind of information on there. Gavra does a great job with the website. There's lots of stats on there for drivers and tracks. If you're new to sim racing, you want to try league racing out, GAVRA has the GAVRA Racing Academy. You can sign up for that. And everybody make sure you tune in, I think, daily at this point. We have Project Cars race on Monday and a F1 race on Monday, 2 F1 races on Tuesday, GT1 race tomorrow on Wednesday, GTE on Thursday, Radicals on Friday, and LMP1 every third Saturday. And most of them are at 21:30 Italy time. The GTE and GT1 run at 2100 Italy time, since they are a longer race.
Yep. So that's 8:30 and 8 respectively UK time.
Yep. And yeah, real quick, we are community driven. We're not one of those fancy communities that has a lot of sponsors. So if you want to donate and help us out, there's a link at the bottom of the webpage. I believe we are trying to get GAVRA's computer fixed for him at the moment. He's having a little trouble with it. That's why we don't have standings tonight. So yeah, if you want to help out, please do. Links at the webpage. And Toby, I'm gonna leave it with you.
Yeah, thank you very much for watching yet another spectacular race. Hopefully the same again next week at Silverstone. I hope you can all join us there, and thank you very much for watching. Good night.